I'm in charge of the molecular imaging facility, which is within the HAMR core, the Health and Metabolism Research Core, which is within our new Center for Translational Research in Metabolism. And yeah, we've gotten a lot of help and support throughout the years from various entities. Within the HAMR core, yeah, I'm in charge of the molecular imaging facility and sort of acting core lead at the moment as we're looking at replacing Corey. We also have the animal instrumentation facility within the HAMR core, which Oyvind Toyen is in charge of. And here's kind of the website link for within the TRIM website for specific for the HAMR core. But the molecular imaging facility has kind of two main areas. First, over in the Reichart building, we have two NMR instruments. So we have a Varian and a Bruker, which is primarily just of interest because between the Joule that they have at UAA, that means we actually have one of each major manufacturer of NMR available within the UA system. And just kind of a random sampling of some of the projects that we've done with the NMRs over the years, and we're always up for more ideas. With the newer 600 megahertz NMR, we're able to look at any liquid samples, solid powders, and also of interest is tissue samples. And we can get a nice spectral breakdown of the types of nuclei that are within those samples. And then over in the Muri building, in the imaging suite, we have both an MRI and more recently kind of adopted into the facility a DEXA. So MRI, most people are familiar with MRIs, giant magnets where you can use them to collect images. And yeah, one of the ideas we have is we could use them for measuring organ volume. Kelly had mentioned the Sled Dog project for Alzheimer's. We're looking to measure brain volume. With Dr. Coker's project, we also use it for cross-sectional areas of muscles. We have also been able to habituate Arctic ground squirrels so we can actually put them in the magnet for a few minutes without actually waking them up during scanning. So that was kind of a more recent thing we figured out. And through use of the DEXA bone density scanner, we're able to get, in just a matter of a few minutes, we can get a total body analysis with just kind of proportions of like how much lean tissue mass, fat mass, and bone density is within the entirety of the person. It also can provide a regional breakdown. So an interesting thing they just saw like is, you could see maybe total lean tissue mass didn't change during the course of the study, but maybe there was a little bit of lean tissue mass lost in the legs, but a little bit gained in the arms. So you can see that some things did change, even if it looks at first glance like they stayed the same. The software also has a couple other specialized routines built into it that we haven't used yet for research projects, but it can specifically do some zooming in on like the spine, femur, forearm, or like hand, trying to get small bone analysis there. And then with an animal instrumentation, I will not even pretend to be an expert on these things. These are, Oyvind Toyen is our expert there, and is always happy to talk to anyone who is interested. But we have several different respirometry systems, some up here at UAF and some down at UAA. And Oyvind also helps out a lot with different implantable telemetry devices, including for a bear study that we're hoping to get going eventually, that Kelly kind of was alluding to. He's even been able to custom make some temperature monitors that can be implanted in the bears that would be safe to have in the bears during an MRI scan.